Okay, Blackbird Part 2. We already learned the first riff, so the next one's going to sound like this. Okay, so we got a lot to get in here, so let's get going. And again, refer to the song if you want to know exactly when each little part occurs. But we already learned the first part, which of course recurs during the song. Here's the second part that we're learning in part 2 here. Now, let me mention that we're only going to be using the A and the G, open G, and the B string only on this. Okay? At least for the very, big bulk of it at the beginning here. So, what we're going to do is have the pointer finger here on the A string on the second fret. See that? I mean third fret, sorry. Third fret, right? I'm going to have my ring finger on fret 7 on the B. Now what I'm going to do is pick the A and the B string here with my thumb and my middle finger, and then open G after that. Like that. That's it. Let it ring. Don't go. But now the next one's going to be a stretch. Stay on the same strings here, but slide to the right. We're going to have 4 on the A, and we're going to have 8 here on the B. All right, so 4 and 8, and then pick the A and the B together, and then the open G. Okay, so it's a stretch, and you need to use your pinky. See how I'm using my pinky there instead of the... So the first 2 positions go. Okay? Here's the next one. We're going to kind of converge here, and we're going to have a 5 on the A, and we're going to have a 7 on the B. Now let's do the same thing, the A and the B string, and then the open G. Now here's the next one. It's another stretch, but it's not quite as far because we're further up the neck. Frets are closer together, right? So we're going to have a 6 on the A and a 10 on the B with a pinky, because it's a stretch. Okay? Same thing, A and B together, and then G open. So, this is what we have. 3, 5, 4, 8, 5, 7, 6, 10. Alright? Now, remember when I told you that pattern in lesson 1 that we're going to do? I'm just going to show it to you one more time again. I'm not going to go through it because we already discussed it, but we're using the A string and the B string and the open G. And we did the low string and the high string together. And then the middle one, which was the G string, and the high one, and the low one, and the high one, and the middle one. And it went ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da, right? Let it ring. Do it one time. Now, change one thing. Take the pointer finger and move it to the left to fret 6. And this one stays on 8. Now do the same pattern. Same pattern, okay? Low one, high one together. Open G. High one, low one, high one, open G. Da 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 da. So this is what we have thus far. Oh, sorry. And then we have... And then... Now, okay? Now we're going to have 5 and 7 again. But not that little pattern. We're just going to do the A and B together and then open G. Okay? Now we're going to stretch again to 4 and 8. We did that before. So the A and the B together and then open G. Okay? So we did that. Now let's go to 3 and 5 and do the pattern. And don't worry, we're going to go back and go through this again so you can see the order. But 3 and 5, do the pattern this time. Okay? Now, change one thing. Leave this one here. Let's take this string here on the B, and instead of having a 5, we're going to change it to 4 using the middle finger. Then we have the pattern. Okay, so I did the pattern. Now go to 2 and 3. I'm sorry. 2 and 3. I was had my finger in the wrong place. So 2 and 3, and do the pattern. Okay? Now, the next thing is going to be open A and a second fret on the B string, do the pattern. And then I'm going to have first fret on the B, and I'm going to use the D string. Now pay attention here, the D string now instead of the A. I haven't done this. This is new. So B string 1 with the pointer, and then the D string is open. All right. Now we're going to do the pattern here. So, but now we're using the D, G, B string. Okay. So the D and the B are together, then open G, and then B, and then open D, and then the B string, and then the G string. Da 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 da. It's the pattern again, except we're not using the A, we're using the D. That's the only difference. Okay. And now we need to do the pattern on 3. We're almost done here. 3 on the low E, and then the B is open in the G string. So ba 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 da ba da. Do it down here. Okay. All right. So let's go through what we have so far. It's a lot of information. Here we go. Here was the first position. Stretch. The next one. Next one, stretch. And the next one here, do the pattern. Change one thing, do the pattern again. Right here. Stretch. 3-5, do the pattern. Change one thing, do the pattern. Then we're on 2-3, do the pattern. Then we're on 2 in open A. And then we're on 1 on the B, and I'm making the D string my bass note. And then 3 here, open B. Now we're going to do what I call a turnaround, which is, And that's what he plays right before he starts singing again. It's just just a little something to give a little measure or so there, so that before the singing starts again. So here's that little turnaround. It's some of the same stuff we've just done. 3-5, 2-3. Now open A and 2 on the B. Do the pattern. Just did this. It's the same thing. And then 1 on the B and D open. So it's just kind of a repeat of that last thing we learned. So that's the turnaround. And then Blackbird singing and whatever the words. Let me give you a little advice on when you're doing the pattern. Try to accent the middle finger note. Okay? Accent a little bit more punch on that one on your right hand. You don't want to. Makes it sound more like what it needs to. Because that middle finger note is kind of the melody note in this little chord progression. And the guitar part is what makes the piece, right? Not the vocal line. So really